What should I do when my reader doesn't seem to understand what she reads? Remember, the goal of reading is making meaning, and another name for this goal is comprehension. Reading is a complex process, and there can be multiple reasons why a reader has difficulty comprehending text. We want to give you some ideas about what you can do to support your reader's comprehension. Think about how you would answer the following questions. Does your child read fluently? In other words, does he or she read in a manner that sounds natural, almost like talking? If the answer to this question is no, here are some things you can do. 1. Ask the reader to pretend to read like an actor. Add voices to make it more fun. 2. Practice plays for voices called Reader's Theater. There are lots of sites for these on the internet. 3. Practice reading in phrases of 2, 3, or more words. Talk about how the punctuation helps you read a phrase. Remember, anytime you can rehearse the same text multiple times so that you could perform it or create a product from it, that's helping with fluency. One resource for Reader's Theater scripts for elementary age students is thebestclass.org. Does your reader have an understanding of the concepts in the text? This is called background knowledge. Together with vocabulary knowledge, it's the biggest predictor of whether or not a reader will comprehend a text. If the answer to this question is no, here are some things you can do. 1. Look at pictures about the topic together and talk about them. 2. Watch a video about the topic together and talk about it. 3. Read another book about the topic and talk about it. Talking is developing conceptual knowledge. The more you talk to your reader, the easier it will be for him or her to comprehend new texts. The talking is just as important as any visuals that you can find. Be interested in learning together with your reader. Does your reader have an understanding of the vocabulary in the text? If the answer to this question is no, here are some things you can do. 1. Help your reader learn that vocabulary is really fun. Share what you do to learn words that you don't know when reading. 2. Play vocabulary games. 3. Ask your reader to draw a simple picture and make a sentence about the word. You do it too. Set a timer and share. Don't worry about every word a reader doesn't know. Be selective in vocabulary choices. Think about your own reading. You don't have to define every single new word to understand a text. Also remember, if there are too many unknown words, it could be that you need to find an easier text. One source for vocabulary games is an app called Quizlet. Quizlet can be used on a computer, a tablet, or a phone. A basic version of Quizlet is free. You can put in words, pictures, and definitions, and then play games with them. Games on Quizlet that are timed always have the player working against his or her own best time instead of competing with someone else's. Is the reader motivated to read the text? If the answer to this question is no, talk to your reader. Is it truly disinterest, or is it anxiety caused by facing a difficult task? You know your reader best. If it's truly disinterest, then change text if you can. Sometimes assigned texts don't match reader motivation. If it's a text you must read, then do what you can to build some background knowledge to make it more interesting. If it's anxiety, assure your reader that you will be there to provide support. Another way to lower anxiety and increase motivation is to have the reader keep track of progress made in reading more and more difficult texts. Sometimes it's helpful to take turns reading a difficult assigned text or to use a recorded version. Finally, make reading an active process, because it is. There are key things that readers do while they're reading that contribute to understanding. You can ask questions while reading and after reading, such as 1. What did you just read? 2. What can you see in your mind? 3. What are you wondering? Or 4. What's a question you have? If the reader doesn't know how to answer one of these questions or doesn't seem to understand what you mean, then model it. Show the reader how you make pictures in your mind, or how you stop to think about what you just read, or how you make questions in your mind while you read. The most important thing is to keep your reader reading. Keep it interesting and enjoyable for both of you. Do you have any questions or comments? We would love to hear from you. Visit our Facebook page, Merton & Morgan Consulting, LLC, and leave us a message.